Contact. That's totally fine by him.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11. A four-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now, it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Denver, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall in. Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
Got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so about me and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with the cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Range, can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Tonight, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this carries into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Now Leonard Fournette.
Leonard Fournette.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Fournette, the ball carrier.
The tackle made by K.J. Wright. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake. Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On second down, here's Fournette. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here.
A 32-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And here are the Browns for their opening drive. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
The ball carrier.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 13 carries, 81 yards.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run with Fournette. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On third down, Fournette. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
To Michael Thomas. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Leonard Fournette. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun is Minshew. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins.
Minshew's pass.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That's a gain of
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. He's got his man, Boyd. And he is going to have a Browns first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Now Jones on first down. That's out to his running back, Fournette. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the gun, Jones. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Kyle Fuller.
That's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here again comes Gardner Minshew.
He's got to feel grateful at this point. The defense was able to get the turnover and get the ball back because he threw the interception last time. Could be a 2-score deficit right now. Instead, still 1 score.
Grateful, relieved. Now he gets to turn to his offense and say, look at the gift we got from our teammates. Let's make sure we take advantage of it now. It could be, as you noted, a much bigger deficit.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 30.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Minshew. A quick throw here. That's complete. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. Back to the 22. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy, but let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
On 2nd down and 4, Jones is going to find his running back. It's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Broncos.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
Jones pass.
That catch good for only a couple.
Donovan Peoples-Jones. Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. A gain of 2.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the gun, Jones. And Jones has it over the middle. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas.
Jones pass. Complete to Michael Thomas.
So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
On the run, it's Fournette. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Broncos 3, Browns 0.
So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about about that strategy there, Brandon. Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear me, tackling's not a part of the game anymore.
Here's Jones throwing on fourth down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Michael Thomas. Touchdown number 15. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here again comes Gardner Minshew.
He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the ends.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Minshew, this short throw caught by Goddard. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 10.
Minshew sets to throw.
Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off at the 47. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Intercepted by the Broncos.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Browns.
This is Fournette. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Leonard Fournette on the
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jones. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The kick is good. Makes the score Broncos 13, Browns nothing.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here again comes Gardner Minshew. And I guess right now, as we look at some of his struggles today, the term next play really applies here. He's got to move on.
I love where your head is on that because that's where his head needs to be, exactly what you said. Yes, there have been mistakes made, but he's got to move on and play the next play as if it didn't happen, keep his confidence up. But how about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've got to be feeling great about what's going on right now. They've already gotten to him a few times. They want to keep that up. Maybe they can pick off a few more.
Well, they've disrupted already for 3 INTs. On second down, Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Brandon Graham, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. On the return is Peterson. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, like I said, he's looked pretty good to this point. And he's got some space here. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Denver.
Oh, that's a big one right there. You talk about breaking off a huge chunk of real estate. But if you're the defensive coordinator, you cannot dwell on the fact you just gave up an explosive run. You have to look ahead, regroup your guys, and figure out a way to slow down this attack.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette.
out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Minshew. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Brandon Graham in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Peterson. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play calling.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he's got this down to the 35. The Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Fournette. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Devon Gaccio on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
On the draw, this is Fournette. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 25. The Broncos on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
That's about what you would expect, since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs. In the top 5 in the NFL, it's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
He's already found the end zone once in this half, and they do a nice job there pushing him backwards and denied his bid for a second score.
At another crack, and he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
Fournette, the ball carrier.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor, his first touchdown on the year. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they snapped.
And how about the one? And boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go, and let's run the ball as well.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit. Maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for it. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Well, Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Minshew, and he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Minshew's pass.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now Minshew. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
The Browns send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Uses the stiff arm. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 wasn't already. But guaranteed, as you noted, someone's jumped in that huddle and said, a lot more to be done, guys. Let's not, would you say, take your foot off the pedal? Let's not do that right now. But there is that possibility as people can get self-satisfied. The greats do not. We'll find out what he's made of.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Jones. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Jones now from the gun on third down. And he finds Cook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
But you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, Jones. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and 1 at the 10-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Mike.
They were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And the route is on here in this first half. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here again comes Gardner Minshew.
He struggled. His team has struggled. You talked to me a lot about looking to your leaders. Maybe it's time for him to put his mark on this game.
Agreed. And how that has to happen is somehow he's got to flush out everything that's happened so far.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Damon Harrison make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
17-yard line.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 24-17, your final score. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in that one. to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. 31-28, the final score. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And things didn't go so well, as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. Tyrell Williams, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. In our game, we were treated to a strong first half from the former Blue Devil, Daniel Jones. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Here again comes Gardner Minshew.
And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm. And we always think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You completed 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you've got to get your confidence going.
That is Tomlinson, who is down. Boy, not what they want to see.
Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos. Making his way back out there. You start prorating these rushing numbers and looking ahead, he could be on pace for a 2,000-yard season. I don't want to jinx him, but what a year to this point.
But you just did.
Sorry?
That's okay. No, he can overcome that. I'm not apologizing to you.
Anybody alive? Where's Adam?
Oh, he said he's going to be laughing.
Okay.
Ugh.
The Dyke and Stomedy.
Nah,
Hey, Stomedy. I said, hey, Stomedy.
that's not me.
I know it's not, but it's funny to think that it is you, though.
Whoa, that's 350 for a bad joke, sir.
Your mama's gonna need 350 for what I got done doing to her. I gave a bad review on Yelp.
Man, nobody cares about Yelp.
Yelp. More like
Yelp play.
nigger.
Die.
But yeah, I applied for my second job, Damon.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Now I'm gonna
about.
work 2 jobs at once. Yeah.
No, you're gonna kill yourself.
You're damn right. I told Jalen, I said, but if I like this new job better, I'm quitting COVID line.
Yeah, you need to get out of COVID line.
I'm gonna walk out. I'm gonna walk in and say, here's my 2 weeks. And it's gonna be a sticky note of just a dick with a vein in it. Adam, this is a 2 weeks. This is a dick with a vein in it. Precisely.
That's my 2 weeks.
It took me 2 weeks to draw it.
You see the detailed vein.
How the fuck do you even put in your 2 weeks?
You write a letter.
Nigga.
I said this is my 2 weeks. Yup.
My 2 weeks. All I do is take a picture of a calendar of 2 weeks and send it to them.
That's
2 weeks.
I did that with Piggly Wiggly. I just wrote like a letter saying this will be my last day, blah blah blah. And that was it.
You didn't even put your 2 weeks in. You just left.
Yep.
Why do places want you to put in a 2 weeks for?
Well, cause like if you go and get another job, they can say it'll just look good on when like the other job goes back to review you or see what you did at your other job and how you left, and how you treated the managers or whatever. So I didn't put my 2 weeks in at KFC. I didn't care. I walked in on my last day. I was like, "Hey, bro, this is my last day." He's like, "Alright." And I walked out of the office.
You should have said anything. You should have just never came back.
Yeah, I was thinking about that because I did not care about KFC.
I don't blame you. I don't either. The food sucks. The people suck.
Yep.
The black
Especially
people
the
there.
people. Oh my god, everybody had an attitude there. Each and every single person. Yeah, that, and they're just old. Have nothing to do with their lives.
Imagine working at KFC for the rest of your life, though.
I'd kill myself. I'd just shove my face in the fryer. I don't care. I don't want to be there that long. I was there from January to June. And I hated every single day that I worked there.
My feet hurt so badly every day at Food Line.
Oh yeah, mine do too at the mess hall. Cause some days I'm just standing in one place, and the other days I'm walking around the lobby.
I got that from Pokemon.
This is Johnny Test 1. I really hope I get this job at Burks, though, but if I don't, oh well.
I got two friends that come see at Bucks. Man, I hate Madden 21.
Why?
It's retarded, and nothing changed. Literally nothing changed. Everything's the same. Oh, excuse me.
How the hell do I fight this nigga?
I don't know, because the music in the one, I'll pick them up.
Oh shit.
They don't hurt.
Mm.
They don't like.
These niggas at Food Line gonna be heated when they find out I got another job. They're gonna think. I'm gonna be like, bruh, y'all can't compete with that. $9.25 weekly pay. Y'all can't compete with that. You really
Bro, and like the fact is, they'll probably get more hours than Burks than fucking Food Line.
I don't know about that. I worked 6 days straight once.
Yeah, Burks, she usually works 5-hour shifts. If not, like I've been doing 8.5-hour shifts. So.
The fuck you do at Burks for 8 hours though?
Stand there.
I said the fuck you do like for 8 hours there though. There's no way that there's work there for 8 hours.
Yeah, it was when we were unloading the truck. Like I was telling you, how they have that new system that they have to do, where they gotta take a picture of like basically the manifest, and then yeah, we gotta get it all off the truck in like some amount of time or whatever, not onto the floor. Yeah, that's what we were doing.
I see it, Piggly Wiggly. You got your chef and you can't say nothing about it. I had to leave. Yes, it is.
You work at Piggly Wiggly?
I worked.
No, it's
there.
called Shitly Niggly.
Yep.
Get it right.
Terrible job. Terrible job. Don't recommend. It was stinky in there all the time.
And there was flies. And I killed them.
I did too.
He said, no!
That's not what you called them.
I work on my dad's birthday, so I'm gonna lie to the biggest at Food Line and say that I have a job interview. And if they say that they talk to them and find out that I don't, I'm gonna say, "Oops, wrong date, bruh."
Oh my bad, wrong day, homie.
y'all.
Oh my god, I was just watching that video, bro.
That video is so funny.
Y'all. This man didn't even acknowledge the fart. That was the funny part. He didn't even acknowledge it.
Bro, let me tell you, like, I kid you not, in the past, like, I was telling Adam in, like, the past 2 weeks, we've had, like, 3 people already quit. And we're already down to, like, fucking, probably about 6 people. So.
Well, then they definitely hire me then on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I was telling you, I was like, Adam, you fucking apply. I was like, hell, we need fucking people with the truck.
This honky can do everything.
Apparently, only black people work there, though, so I gotta be careful.
You said the N word, you get jumped.
I'm gonna not make. I will be lucky to run to the front door. But no, I've never said nigger at work. So
yes, you would.
I know. Man.
I heard you say it before on the intercom.
On the intercom.
You say, get that.
I already tried punching it in, and the ticket didn't want to come out, so I opened it up all the way. Bro, I swear, Adam, if you get this job at Burt's, like, I kid you not, you will save. You will fucking just save us all from fucking Brenda giving us weird ass hours, like 12 to 9. Cause I'm pretty sure she fucking just combined my schedule with somebody else's schedule. And just was like, oh, you know what, we're gonna do that, we're just gonna combine. Like, the fuck?
Yeah, do your hours and you don't complain.
Yeah. Hey, more money. That's all I'm saying. Right,
All I'm gonna say is, hey, bro, I have to actually work here. Because I know I did no work at Food Lion. I didn't do shit there.
Well, like, how many hours do you get a week averaging out at Food Lion?
Maybe 25, I don't know. 20, 25.
See, in 2 weeks, I was almost at 40 hours.
I worked 43 hours at the mess hall, and my check was $4.86.
Well, usually at Food Lion, I usually work about 40 hours every 2 weeks. But every Sunday, our hours get reset on the app.
Yeah,
so we can't see.
So how much are your checks usually, Adam?
Like either 325 or like 275.
Okay, that's not bad. You get what? You get what, 9 something? Or 8?
No, I get $8.
Oh.
Yeah, Burks, we get like $9.25, but like...
Yeah, Burks, they get paid more.
Oh, I get $11.87, but I don't get the right hours for that type of money though. I usually get like, I work at the mess hall on base.
Oh,
yeah.
I've seen ads for that.
Yeah, this one dude, I saw his check was like, I think it was $1,200. I was like, bro.
Yeah, see, I have an interview.
How many hours did he work? 60?
I think so. I don't know. I didn't see the hours. I just saw the money. I was like, bro, I want my check to be like that someday. I only work dinner shifts because I'm still in school, but over the summer, I'm gonna ask for more hours or more shifts.
Good, nigger.
Yeah.
Hey man, we're gonna be on GTA tomorrow. You wanna join us?
Yeah, I do have to work tomorrow, but what time y'all? Depending on where I'm at, depending on where they have me tomorrow night, I'll be home early. If they have me in the dish room, then don't expect me to be home before 9.
Well, that's not good because I work the day after at noon, so I can't be on super late. And that's when I'll tell Food Line about my bullshit.
Yeah.
Just be like, look, I'm getting another job, but I'm still sticking with y'all.
Well, I don't know if I'm gonna say that.
That's not to do with Piggly Wiggly, but they got mad that I called out for a job interview.
That's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to call out Monday because that's what my job interview is.
I mean, you don't have to say that's an interview. Yeah, you don't have to tell them.
Don't even tell them. Just be like, hey, I'm feeling sick.
No, I need to tell them because chances are I'll probably get fired from there if I call out for no reason.
Dude, just tell me you have a doctor. Well, don't say a doctor's appointment. Just say that you gotta go to the fucking hospital or something. Say like a
No,
You gotta
I can
just
tell
say you
them-
gotta take Ace to the vet.
Exactly.
They're not gonna get mad at me if I
No.
tell them that I have a job interview. Literally, multiple people there work 2 jobs. Okay, it's $8 an hour isn't shit.
Shit, that's why I'm probably gonna get another job on base. Paying $500.
Please do not leave Burks, because if I apply there and I get a job and you fucking
I'm
leave,
not
I'm
gonna
leaving.
fucking leave, you
If
jackass.
you're gonna get a job on base, you better make sure you have a reliable ride.
Oh yeah, no, I drive myself.
You better make sure you
Okay.
have a lot of paperwork.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm working on. I'll be working at Camp Zoom, doing the vending machine attendant. And he's like, yeah, he's like, you want to come in for an interview? I was like, yeah. I was like, I'm getting more hours at work. He goes, are they paying you $500 a week? I was like, shit, say less. Fucking sign me up for the
Wait,
interview.
wait,
I'll be
wait,
there.
wait,
Yeah,
wait, wait.
$500 a week, but
What's the
how
job?
guaranteed is that?
It's the vending machine attendant.
Then it gives
So-
you go and restock the vending machine.
You restock a vending machine for $500 a week,
Fuck yeah, around base.
bruh.
I don't believe that.
There's no way that job is worth $500 a week.
$500.
That's
Yeah,
mega
don't you
cap.
just go for the- You could probably like take your own car to it because
Yeah.
He's already told me. He's like, yeah, just come. He's like, I'll show you how it works and everything. He's like, if you like it, then you can go ahead and start. I was like, for real? He goes, yeah.
Excuse me.
I was like, alright then. So I gotta make sure it's part-time, because if it is, then I'll just go ahead and...
It probably isn't, more than likely.
That's some fat cap right there.
Part-time job for $500 a week, there's no way.
Yeah, because you only gotta go around so many days a week. Just to see, okay, like checking everything, you know. If
Hey,
it
Mr.
isn't, then
Shooting
I'm not
Mrs. at
gonna
me,
take it.
get out my face.
That's
Alright.
retarded. That is actually that job doesn't even make logical sense.
It's fucking, hold on, yeah, it's real. Like, cause he
You
even
go-
called me, he's like, yeah, yo, this is from,
I'm gonna have
you
to
know,
talk to that dude.
Me too.
I don't even know what he's smoking, bro. Ain't no way that's what $500. There's no way.
Well, like, I applied for it. I was like, oh, vending machine attendant? And my mom goes, actually, that's a pretty good job you do. She goes, I used to do that whenever I was living down there. I was like, really? She goes, yeah, and you pay some good money,
What
too.
do your
I'm
mom?
like,
What does your mom even do for a living, Jalen?
she don't do anything. Like, she's
Oh, a
stay-at-home
trophy
mom.
wife.
But, when she was younger, like, before she had me, she used to work for NCCS, so...
Didn't you say your mom has like anxiety or something?
Mm-hmm.
So she doesn't even leave the house. Tell her to come to mine. I need a pussy appointment. 11:30 on Monday, please.
11:30. I can do it better. 11:29.
I don't want you at my house. Don't pull up.
Man. Oh. She died.
Dropping my controller. You see your messing up.
Yeah. Hey. I could possibly wake up with 3,000 in my bank because of grant money from college. Yes, Lutter. Yes, Lutter. Top once again. Yeah. Hey.
Mojo Jojo.